Hello everyone, we've got a something a little bit special today because we actually currently having a visit from Sennheiser. So the guys from Sennheiser have come in. It's going to be Daniel and John. They're here today just to, our suppliers and stuff come to visit us sometimes, which is really awesome. We really enjoy when they do come around. And they kind of show off what kind of new products and stuff like that they've got. Anything that may be of interest to us, and they kind of check out how we're doing in terms of our retail space as well. So this is going to be pretty cool. So if you guys have got any questions you want to direct to Sennheiser, now would be the time to do it. So we've got them right here. I'll just come over and introduce a couple. I'm not sure how this is going to work because they're it's quite long.
So this is
This is John.
Hello.
Over here.
How you
John.
doing?
John, what do you do at Sennheiser?
Or national account manager, so I look after the key accounts in Australia and New Zealand.
Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
always nice to come on over and see you guys.
So did you come over from Australia today, or?
I came over on Monday, so
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll go home tomorrow.
Oh, great. Oh, so we're set the best to last then.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. All right. And around this side, we have Daniel.
Hello, how are we going?
What do you do at Sennheiser?
So I'm a national brand advocate for Sennheiser New Zealand. So I look after the stores, can make sure the guys have got the right stock, make sure it's nice and tidy, answer any questions, and generally make a nuisance of myself.
Yep. Great. Daniel's actually going to be joining us on a live stream fairly soon.
Indeed.
Yep. So that's going to be on Friday. We haven't nailed in a date yet, but it's going to be a whole Sennheiser. So there may be some special treats for you guys, maybe if you're good enough, as well as talking about all things Sennheiser and audio and what Sennheiser does, microphones, audio, all that kind of good stuff. So it's going to be pretty cool. So is there anything today that you want to particularly show off?
Well, look, we had a couple of announcements late last week at IFA, the big electronics trade show in Germany, and a couple of those with the new HD 200 series. So a new range of on-ear. As he flicks around.
Yep.
On-ear headphones. So we've got the 201, 210, the 230, and the 230 in either the I or the G models, so iPhone or Galaxy models.
Okay.
So obviously these two here have got remote mic, 3-button remote mic, volume up and down, skip forward, skip back, that sort of stuff, but specific to the device. So if you've got an iPhone, the I model, if you've got a Galaxy handset or another flagship Android model, that's where the G comes in, so they all work.
Cool.
Nice, real comfy on-ear headphone, great sound quality, folding headset, so it's nice and compact as well, and durable.
Yep.
In the case of the 230, that little bad boy there, that cable is removable and replaceable as well. So if it ever got damaged or if you ever replaced your phone with a different model,
Yep.
then you can buy a replacement cable.
So the cables are specific to the model of phone, right?
Correct. So the cable itself is the same. It's the remote that changes.
Okay, right.
Won't get too technical, but it's the way that Android and Apple build, other manufacturers and Apple build their handsets, and the polarity of the pins.
Okay, so what's the kind of obviously if it's a phone user, it's going to be for people kind of on the go and.
Yeah, so it's a slim, lightweight headset. It's not noticeable. It's not big and bulky.
Yep.
So yeah, the sort of person who's sort of on the go, but chopping and changing between a smartphone and a computer maybe.
Yep.
And yeah, somebody who's moving around, but maybe traveling as well, doesn't necessarily want a big, sort of bulky over-ear headset.
Yeah.
That's going to take up a lot of space.
So they're closed, right?
These ones, they're a closed back,
Yep.
on-ear headphone.
Oh, okay,
they
great.
all are.
So that means that when you're out and about and stuff like that, that you're going to be blocking out all that.
Yeah, so it's not going to cancel the noise, but it will reduce
Yes.
the amount of noise out there. So it means that, like if you're sitting on the bus or if you're out and walking down Queen Street, for example, you're not going to have all that street hustle and bustle around you like a set of open back headphones would give you.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So I mean, what kind of ohm rating are these? Are these 32, 16?
So these ones, I'll defer to the back of the box.
Okay, cool.
So we're looking between 22 and 26 ohm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so perfect for smart devices, for computers as well, without an amp or a DAC.
Okay, cool. Right. So for those of you who've just joined in, so it takes a wee while to build up the audience and stuff like that. So currently at 12 viewers. So guys, if you've got questions you would like to direct at Sennheiser, because they're actually in the store at the moment, please do go through. Sammy says hi. She's one of the regulars. She's a delight.
Hi, Sammy.
They say hi, Sammy, if you can hear that. How many shares and likes to get a new MSI laptop? How many likes and shares to get a pair of HD 800S? I think is a more appropriate question.
How many people live in New Zealand?
Yeah, that's true. I have a pair of old HD 205s, and they were very comfortable.
Excellent.
But as you'd expect over time, the connector was a point of failure. Would still buy them again though. Oh, that's awesome. So Thomas is also another one of the regulars. What else do you have in here in terms of the 599s and 569s?
Well, how about I run through the other
Yeah,
models?
please do.
Hi, I'm John, and I just want to present to you the new 500 series,
Cool.
which is our over-ear series. So we start with the 569,
Cool.
which is
So when
taken off over there.
obviously the Sennheiser products and stuff like that, they have been fairly, in terms of like the audio industry, they've been fairly standard. Like they've been the gold standard for a very long time.
They have been. So the company's 71 years old this year, and still owned by the family Sennheiser back in Germany. In fact, our joint CEOs are Daniel Sennheiser and Andreas Sennheiser.
Oh, so there's actually a dude called Daniel Sennheiser.
Yeah, there is indeed. He's our boss. So, and his brother Andreas is our second boss. So the family still own the business, run the business, and they're very passionate about audio. We make microphones and headphones and other sort of high performance audio equipment. So,
as well as amps and decks and that kind of thing.
A few other little bits and pieces that go with those products.
Cool.
So the 5 Series has a long time been our sort of higher end series, very comfortable, easy to wear. These particular ones, the 569, have an RRP in New Zealand of around $330. And you'll see it's a large ear cup. It is a closed back, so you're blocking out that noise. This is ideal for someone that wants good sound and on the move.
Yeah. Well, look at that. Isn't that
Really comfortable to wear, nice and easy. You've got a this particular one comes with either a long lead for home use, which you can plug into your hi-fi system,
very long
or
lead?
it also comes with a short lead, a 1.5 metre lead for plugging into your mobile device.
Cool.
So good for home use and good for mobile use.
Yeah.
The 569. That's coming out in November.
Okay, November.
Yep.
Yeah, as you guys can see, if you could just rotate the box.
Sample.
Sample boxes. So this is all bleeding edge. So
This is hot off the press, never seen in New Zealand before. So this is a first.
So you guys are getting very much a sneak peek. Are they actually good headphones? I've never had a set of this brand before.
We didn't last 71 years by making dodgy headphones. So they're really good,
Yeah, cool. Right, now the 599, these are the ones that I'm personally very interested in, because when it comes to recommending headphones to customers, and you look on any kind of audio forum, you're going to be getting people that say, I kind of want a good pair of headphones that I can kind of use at home but also take on the go. And one of the most recommended headphones out there is the 598s.
598, which has been very successful for us. It's a very comfortable headphone, over-ear design. One of the great features of this 500 series and the 598, the predecessor, is they have what we call an open back design. So we have a vent here which allows the sound from outside to come in and the sound from inside to go out. Now, it's not really offensive because it's just a small amount of bleed that comes out of the headphone. But the benefit is it breathes. So if you're going to listen to your music for a long period of time, this is a very comfortable headphone to wear. If you have a closed ear back, you can sometimes get a bit sweaty. And sometimes it feels like the music's being forced into your head. So an open back design you can listen to for a long time. So the 598, very successful. That's the outgoing model. The refresh, the 599, does look a bit more modern, a little bit more stylish. I think it's a nice change.
It does, I quite like the silver accent as well on the ear cup.
It's nice. Really cool. It's just been modernised. Very light headphone, so light to wear. It's really designed for someone who wants to listen to music for a long period of time. I actually use a pair of these in the office at the moment.
Okay,
I find them great in the office because I can listen to my music low. It keeps out most of the noise, but if somebody calls out and wants to talk to you, you can still hear them.
We have a huge problem out back with that, so this might be a good solution.
The closed backs are great, but when somebody calls out to you, you can't hear them. So the open back,
semi-open is ideal for an office environment.
Yeah, I think so. As long as it's not a noisy office, it works really well. But the other thing is you can work away and you feel comfortable wearing them for a long period of time. So that's going to be a big model for us. $449, recommend retail in New Zealand, available in November.
Available in November.
Yep.
Cool.
So that should be fantastic.
Can you at all comment on the difference in sound quality between the 599s and the 598s? Are they fairly?
It's very similar. Like the sound signature is virtually identical, so you're not going to pick up a big difference. The change is probably ease of use, and now with the two different cables, the old model only had the big connector for home use. The big 6.3. Whereas the new one comes with either a 6.3 or a smaller. 3.5 mil for mobile use.
So you won't need to buy an adapter or anything.
Correct,
it's just that's fantastic.
Actually, it comes with an adapter in the box, but you won't need it. You've got short cable, long cable, different sizes.
All right, cool. So if I'm to assume assume the 599s are going to replace the 598s, or
Indeed they are.
Oh, they are. So the 598s are being phased out.
It is being phased out over the next couple of months.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we've had a couple of questions in chat. So apart from the Sennheiser's actually good headphones, I've had a pair of HD 449s for a long time now. The most comfortable headphones I've ever worn. Can you have them? I can have them on for hours, and it feels like they aren't even there. Always wanted a pair of the 598. So okay, that wasn't a question, but that was just praise, which is all good.
The 598, I mean, it could be on run out here. Who knows? You know?
Yeah.
I just have to talk to Alex. So.
Yeah. Cool. Is there
one new extra headphone to show you?
Okay,
this is
cool.
Really a cool product. So this is probably ideal for your customers as well. The PC 373D new gaming headset.
Yep.
It's multi-format, so it'll work with your console or with your PC.
Oh,
we don't make a
cool.
big deal about it. That's it there. It's a very conservative, but
you guys can see
it's compatible
with PC and consoles.
Yeah, exactly. So
Excellent.
The really cool part about this is 7.1 surround sound built in.
Okay.
It's just an amazing headphone. I'll take that out of the box.
Great, we're doing a live unboxing. So Peter Lai says Sennheiser's greater than Beats. I'm very glad. I just hope he's not trolling and he accidentally muddled up the sign. But yeah, no, that's good. Our customers are well informed, it seems.
So like with the other series that we have, the 500 series, these have like a velour ear cup there. Very comfortable to wear for a longer period of time.
Can
nice
you change
and
out the
lightweight.
ear cups?
You
at
can
all?
actually. You can replace these.
Oh,
with all the
fantastic.
Sennheiser products, you can buy replacements. So if you wear these out 2 years' time, you can replace them.
Cool.
We have a model called HD25, and last year it celebrated its 25th anniversary in the company.
Okay.
We still make spare parts for that HD25. It's
Oh, wow.
25 years old. So spare parts at Sennheiser is fantastic. You know, the family believes that if you buy a product, a quality product, you should be able to keep getting parts for that for a long period of time.
What's the saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the HD25 is a classic example of that. So when you see DJs, they'll often be wearing the HD25s.
Yes. Yeah.
And they break cables all the time. They jam them in equipment.
Crowd surf and all
yeah,
that
so
kind of thing. Yeah.
exactly, apparently. So we need to be able to provide those parts, which we do. So yeah, all the Sennheiser products, we've got good spare parts available.
Cool.
So I wanted to point out a couple of features. Obviously, the microphone setup. It's a little bit different to what you'd expect from most microphones. And you'll notice with ours, we have microphones on the outside and on the inside. This is comes out of our microphone technology. We're not just putting a microphone onto the voice. We're also listening to what's going on in the room. So we use a noise cancelling microphone setup. So any room noise we hear from the outside that we hear on this side and on the voice side is cancelled out because we believe that's room noise.
Right.
And then it only takes the sound from the speech from the user.
Okay.
So we have multiple microphones to use that noise cancelling setup.
How? I'm not sure if I'm putting you on the spot here at all. I hope I'm not. How does it actually work in terms of like the processing? Is that actually done on the headset itself, or is that done through software?
It's just done through a circuitry, so it cancels it out. So it sees that signal. When it sees an identical signal from both sides, it says that signal shouldn't be there.
Right.
So it only wants to take the signal it's hearing from here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Also, we had a question. Will there be any new HD 6XX series?
Not at the moment, no.
Not at the moment?
We have the HD 600 and the HD 650, which we've had for a long time.
Yeah.
We've thought about replacing them, but like you said before, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
The current ones sell really well still, and they're probably still the entry point, I suppose, to really audiophile sound in headphones.
Yeah.
And they're great products. So no plan to replace them at the moment, but who knows?
Yeah.
Nothing's forever, I suppose. But
the HD 600s, funnily enough, were my very first pair of kind of audiophile headphones. You know, I did a lot of research, and for price per performance, the HD 600s were where I was told that's really the gold standard in terms of that. So, and I think that's the thing is, when would the HD 600s actually come out? Because that was years and years and years ago, wasn't it?
I can't tell exactly when it came out, but the model number that we use is a really old model number. So like the actual article number in our company, I'd say at least 15 years, I'd say.
Yeah. So that's. Guys, just so you know, 15 years for a product to remain remained unchanged?
Unchanged. The only thing that changed really is the packaging.
Yeah. So that's
the
a testament.
650 was effectively the second iteration, but it didn't replace.
No.
It didn't replace the 600s.
I think
there's a lot of people that still stand by the 600s.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people that believe the 600s are a better headphone than the 650s.
Yeah.
But it just depends who you ask, really.
They do have a
On
slightly
one side,
different
they have a
signature,
slightly
yeah.
different signature. The 650s are a little bit more rolled off in the high frequencies,
Yeah.
which gives you a lot of people say a more pleasant listening experience.
Yeah.
Because you can listen to the headphones for a very long time without any chance of fatigue.
Yeah.
The 600s have more of those high frequencies.
Yeah.
Although it said the 650s have a little bit more detail, a little bit more texture to the sound. So
Okay.
it's
Cool.
debated which headphone's actually better, the 600s and the 600 versus the 650s.
What's your preference?
Put you on the spot.
Yeah. Is
I'd have to say the 600s are my preference.
Yep.
Purely because I prefer to have more of the high frequencies present
Yeah. See, I
in my sound signature.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But
yeah.
there are a lot of people. The 650s are no doubt more popular.
Yep.
And I think that's due to the fact that you can listen to them for hours and hours on end
Yeah.
without any chance of being fatigued by the high frequencies.
Yeah. To add on to what Alex said as well, is that when it comes to sound, I'm sure all of you will agree, is very subjective to the person. So two people coming in may have completely different experiences between the 600 and 650s. They may really enjoy the sound of the 650s, not so much the 600s, whereas the other person might really enjoy the 600s, but not so much the 650s. And that's not saying one is definitely better than the other. It's just it comes down to personal preference and what you enjoy when you're experiencing the music or whatever you happen to be listening to.
And we will let the listener decide. We have demonstration units of both the 650s.
Yeah.
And any customer is more than welcome to listen to both headphones and make their own decision.
Yeah.
That's what we make sure we've got
Yeah.
every popular Sennheiser headphone on display to allow them to make their own decision. We'll of course guide the customer
Yeah.
when we see fit, but for the most part the customer can make their own decision.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. I have another question. Using the older PC 360, what are the differences or improvements offered in the newer 373?
That's a good question. I'm not really an expert on the previous 360.
Okay.
We could probably
Which do we've got 360 down here somewhere, don't we? Oh, we don't?
Perhaps not 360s. No, we do.
Oh, we do.
We do. So the
Excellent.
360 looks like it's a true open back, mind you. So are the
these are open back.
373s.
Yeah.
373s. It's probably in the. This is
7.1.
purely analog, isn't it? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pure analog. So
Okay.
what the 373s are effectively, the main difference there is that the 373 comes with effectively an external sound card, which
Oh, okay,
processes virtual 7.1 surround sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, that's
So that's your
that's-
main differences there is the PC360
Yeah.
is pure analog.
Yeah.
Okay, it's picking up an analog signal from your sound card, whereas the 373s is,
Yeah.
Daniel's demonstrating, come with
Yeah.
effectively an external sound card, a USB sound card.
So this guy's is a USB sound card, so that comes with the 373s
Yeah,
as
so
well.
micro
So
USB.
you
Yeah.
Absolutely.
got the Dolby on there. Oh, hold on, let's get it to focus. It's the greatest challenge of doing a live stream is getting things in focus. Okay, that's about as best as we can do. Yeah. So external sound card. How many drivers in the new headset? Thomas, I'm not sure which headset. I'm assuming you're talking about the 373.
You've got two ears, you only need two drivers.
Yeah, that's all there is. They're not a,
Yeah.
They're not a coaxial design or a multi-driver. Some in-ears, like high-end in-ears, have multiple drivers
Yeah.
doing different things. But
Yeah.
normally in these we're just using one driver. So
Cool. Awesome.
For the majority of applications, two drivers is all you need.
We've got a question here that I'm pretty sure is a viable troll. What would you personally recommend for listening to the Wiggles? Well, I think if we're going to answer a silly question with a silly answer,
Definitely
that
the 800S.
800S is definitely going to be the one you choose.
yeah, that's right.
HE1.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
The Orpheus.
If you got 50,000 euros,
Yeah, go for the
score
Orpheus.
yourself a set of the HE1 Orpheus, which is a custom marble and tube amp,
Yeah.
electrostatic headphones. The cool price of 50,000 euros would be perfect for the Wiggles.
You could probably, to be honest, hire the Wiggles to play at your own house for that,
Yeah.
that kind of money. We actually do.
What would sound better?
That's true. Yes, exactly.
Definitely the Orpheus.
Definitely the Orpheus, yeah. So, Chris, I hope that answered your question. We actually have a really good question as well from Bill. What sort of headphones would you recommend for playing Battlefield 1? So I'm guessing this is going to be in terms of open versus closed, or that kind of dilemma. So is there any kind of comments you'd like to say on that one?
Field,
Yeah,
really.
that'd
Yeah.
probably be my area. Definitely open back would be my preference. There are a few benefits to open back. You get a wider sound stage, which means your positional audio will be much more accurate. And another thing is that the bass is generally tightened up
Yeah.
with an open back set of headphones. Closed back headphones can be a bit restricting. The bass is generally a little bit looser, less controlled, but you're also getting a much more restricted sound stage. So if you can get a set of open back headphones, definitely better for gaming.
Yeah.
The only thing you've got to consider is obviously the sound leakage. If you're playing in the room with other people, or if there is external noise, you want to cut that back. Closed back would be the better way to go. But for the most part, if you want the best audio experience, open back gaming headphones would be the better way to go.
Cool. So onto that as well. Because when you're gaming as well, there's a couple of different options for you. If you get, say for example, a headset, then that's obviously going to come with a microphone, so that does cut down on cable clutter. So if you want more of a desktop mic experience, then going for, say for example, some open back like the HD600s, that would be a good idea, and then having a desktop mic. However, if you wanted like an all-in-one solution, then the PC, which ones are those? 373Ds, or the Game Zeros, or the what is it? Just the games? Yeah.
As Matt mentioned, if you want to step up from the Sennheiser game series, another option is to go with either the 600s, 650s, or 800s, and either a mod mic or a desk mic solution.
Completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, these guys are very busy, as you can probably tell. They've got a lot of things to be getting on with. So I think we'll cut off the stream there. Thank you very much for tuning in. Is there anything else that you guys want to say before you go?
No, look, I think for my mind, the range that you guys have at Computer Lounge is fantastic. So you know, if you do want to hear a Sennheiser headphone in Auckland, you can be guaranteed you're going to have a good range here that you can listen to and have a good demonstration. So
Cool.
we appreciate the support of you guys, and I think the way you support the product range is fantastic. So
Yeah.
good on you.
We do have a veritable wall of Sennheiser products. Can't really say we're not supporting. Also, as well as that, we've got a whole range of amps and decks and stuff like that. So we actually have the HD 800 set up, the 800S.
And the HDVA 600 amp is here as well.
Yes, and we've got Sennheiser amps and decks, as well as yeah, we've got the whole range of Sennheiser products basically for you guys to check out. So Sennheiser, yeah, again, thank you so much, guys, for
Cool, thank you.
agreeing to be part of this live stream. We actually did get quite a few more questions. Hold on. Which set of headphones does this happens every time I say we're going to end, then everyone all of a sudden wants to fires in the questions. For those of you guys asking about questions about Sennheiser and stuff like that, we'll be doing a dedicated Sennheiser live stream over the next couple of weeks. So any questions that you want to answer, we'll be talking about Sennheiser products, we'll be talking about audio, we'll be talking about amps and decks and all the really good stuff when it comes to audio. So these guys are very, very gracious for letting us kind of bring them into the shop and get them part of our live stream. So look forward to that. We'll be doing our advertising and letting you guys know exactly when that's going to go ahead. But as for now, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Sennheiser, again, thank you very much for coming in. And we will see you in the next live stream on Friday. Yeah, have a good day, guys. Catch you later.